fact that women are like into it now, heavier. Like,
Yeah, chicks love weed.
I think they've always been there, but the normality of a female smoking weed, y'all made it easier for us to look at that. Doesn't look too like manly. You know
yeah, nah, for sure. Like chicks love pot. Chicks love rolling up nice little doobies or smoking bongs. Chicks like wax and extracts and things like that. Yeah, chicks love that, man. Well, I don't mean to call them chicks, but women dig it. I come from an era where you could say chicks. My bad. They'd be like, Wiz Khalifa doesn't respect women. Called us all chicks.
Isn't it crazy how sensitive the narrative is now? We gotta watch like almost everything. You just gotta watch
what you say. I just rock with it. I was just saying that to somebody the other day. I was like, man, if I went online and was like, bro, I love my natural hair, I would just get people who'd be like, well, what about people who don't have natural hair?
That's crazy.
Like instantly, like you can't embrace yourself. And that's the problem that I have with it. You should be able to speak freely. You definitely don't offend anybody, but the level of embracing yourself isn't really, you're not allowed to do that as much anymore. And I love who I am and how I feel and things like that. But I definitely have to like calm that down so you don't piss anybody off, just because I'm not the type of person where I don't like to have those conversations with random people about like how I really feels. I don't feel like it's worth it, and it's like too much energy draining knowing how you feel, and I don't give a fuck. So I just don't even go down that. I don't even go down that road.
You get a little frustrated that people can't think the way you think far ahead. So it's like you're wasting your time feeding it to an ignorant person.
Yeah, I mean, you know,
not a person you know. I'm talking about like the outside. Like
it's difficult to give a fuck about somebody's opinion who you don't know or care about, and like when you have somebody who's so adamant about that, you know, it's like, why even do this? Like, why? Like, it's not even worth it.
Especially like, you know, with the Kanye thing, you should call him and be like, yo, you need to watch how you say it, you know, like
nah. I honestly think some pot would help.
You know what? You know what? Maybe you should sell some KK so you can get a crack at it.
I think some Khalifa Kush would, you know, level things out.
I feel like he just don't know how to like put it out there. You know?
I wouldn't say anything about him personally because I don't like to talk about individual people. But I do know that like with any type of disorder that people would prescribe normal medicine for, weed can do way better things for that than any of that crap could. Some people that say that they trip out when they smoke weed, but it's really just about regulating it and how much you smoke, when you smoke,
and the
type of weed that you smoke. So yeah, I would just, you know, suggest learning how to, you know, incorporate pot into the diet of anybody who, you know, is compulsive.
Yeah. I mean, do you feel like that time when you and Kanye went back on Twitter with the KK got a lot of promo around that time?
You know, we're not gonna talk about it. That was crazy though.
That was a crazy Twitter moment, man.
It really was.
Because it was like you just sent him like, yo, I'm talking about my weed, bro.
Man. Nah. I educated.
Educated, not Sunday, not Sunday.
That's what I do. I'm a weed educator. And I would love to, you know, spark up with anybody who wants to try the KK.
I don't know, man. It's hard to explain, like, when you don't, like, put your opinions out there when you want to, because you feel like you being so popular, there's always a question.
Yeah. The way I came into the game is the way that I'm always going to operate and move. I'm not going to let anybody else make me feel like I have a responsibility to do anything that I don't naturally or organically, you know, want to be a part of my brand or legacy, or, you know, you could dig up whatever. Like at the end of the day, people going to do what they do. You pick and choose what you want to be a part of. And I pick and choose where I stand, and that's where I stand.
I saw you talk about like the rappers with they're uncomfortable wearing chains. We got some regular shit today.
We chilling.
Yeah, we chilling, right? Why is it some people gotta wear like 30 joints?
Niggas be like, yo, man, I feel naked without my jewelry on. I'm like, that's a problem, fam. You got an issue, bro. You know what I'm saying? But that shit don't even look cool no more. Like,
is that something like I guess they're insecure or in a certain way?
Nah. I mean, I came up how anybody else did, where we idolize certain shit.
What you got on? You got some cool ass shit on.
It's like a little tennis chain that says my real name.
See?
Yeah,
that's hard,
I got
yeah,
a
yeah.
little rolly, little sky dweller. You know what I'm saying? And like a very, very,
little sky
Little
dweller. Yeah,
very,
fuck
very,
outta here.
very thin bracelet. I need to get my cuticles done.
Little
boy.
sky dweller.
No ice. You know?
Keep-
But yeah, like at the end of the day, I grew up idolizing the same shit. You know what I'm saying? And I went through the same phases. But you need people to, you know, tell you that it's cool to do the alternative. You know what I mean? You get so much of the one thing where it's like, man, I got it on. This is 100. This is 150. And then you don't have anybody speaking on the other side. Like, well, that's not that necessary. Like, you're gonna lose a lot of that shit. Like, you know what I mean? Blah, blah, blah. People use big words like depreciating value, and nobody knows what the fuck that means, so they don't care. They're like, fuck it, I'm depreciating, bitch. Depreciate me.
They bragging about
But
it.
me personally, I just feel like you grow out of that shit, and you place value in other things at certain points. And you know, it's cool to have that mind frame as well, or it's cool to think that whatever little joint you got is cool too. Like, you don't have to have the biggest, craziest situation going on. And with all of these fucking murders and shit like that going on, it's inviting, you know, fucking
random situation,
you know, energy that you don't really need from people who look at you and they're like, they get excited when they see that type of shit. And me, I'm the type of person where I think about my safety first. So if I could walk into a room and, you know, not excite those people who are gonna, you know, feel like that when they see those things, then I'll do you the favor, because I don't want anything to happen to you. I don't want anything to happen to me. So I'm gonna just calm the whole situation
and
down
people
for
around
all
you
of us.
too, man. Safety with whoever's
I'm
around you. Also.
gonna give us, you know, something not to look at. You know what I'm saying? So it's like for us, we gotta place value in other things where you know that you're a target, so you can still be creative. You can still create some nice pieces, or, you know, collab with your jeweler, but you don't have to excite somebody who will literally put their life on the line to get that shit. Like, I'm not with that. You know what I mean? I'm keeping that out of my legacy.
I'm glad you said that.
Yeah.
You know, I can understand when you're young and, you know, it's first time, you want to get all that crazy shit, but we're in a different time now. So that being young and ODing, you need to speed the fuck up and get with the times, man. Like,
you got to speed up. You got to get with the times. You got to, you know, change.
When you did that back then, it was a different time.
I mean, fools were still getting ran up on,
but not like this. Like, this is crazy. It's like an epidemic now. Like, or is it still the same?
But it probably wasn't publicized as much too. It was early on, like in the social media era too, right?
It was a little bit more difficult to get. Like, the jewelry is like fake as fuck these days. So a lot of niggas got fake ass jewelry, and they're like exciting real niggas who do this.
Yeah.
And it's not worth it. Like, you know what I'm saying? So like, yeah, man, put that shit the fuck away, yo. Like, just chill out, yo.
Takeoff. You know, like, you know, how did you react to that situation? You know,
it sucks and it's hella unfortunate.
I got music together too. I think I leaked like a song you did. What was it called? Tree Times with Gucci.
We got a couple records.
Got a couple records, right?
Yeah, our relationship was always really cool and just chill, just with Migos in general. And it's really unfortunate. It sucks. It's sad. I feel bad for his family. I feel bad for Quavo. I feel bad for all the fans. And it just, you know, I just try to encourage people enough to just understand your surroundings and remove yourself from them situations if you can. Like, majority of the times, with our profession and what we do, you want to be out there, you want to hang out as much, you want to do as, you know, the most shit that makes you feel normal and regular and like how you were from before. But you know, when that shit happens like that and then valuable people are taken away, it just goes to show that it's not worth it just to feel that feeling, or the, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, it's really sad that you know, people have to learn that lesson by seeing shit or going through shit like that. I would much rather just be able to be the type to encourage people to just stay the fuck out of them situations and stay clear of it. Stay with people who don't want to put you in those situations, and try your best to make it home safe to your family. Like, think about that before you think about, you know what I'm saying, views or money or or being popular or girls or whatever it is. Like, just consider the things that are the most important to you and your family. And not saying that, you know, these individuals aren't thinking about that, but that's what needs to be promoted. You know what I mean? Through our community and just the rappers and the young people is like, yo, stay the fuck out the way. Like, don't be in the way. Stay out of the way. Because, you know, he was a really cool, chill dude.
That's what's fucked up, man.
And, you know, everybody who knows like his temperament and the type of person that he was knows that that type of stuff shouldn't probably be happening to him. But based off of the environment, and if it goes down and it's a fucking accident, then that's an accident that people can't come back from. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, at the end of the day, if it's not meant for you and it happens to you, people have to learn that through you, and it fucking sucks, man. Like, that shit is tragic. So staying out of them situations, being afraid is cool. It's not fucking, you're not a bitch, you're not a pussy.
Exactly.
You're not none of that shit.
You're still alive.
By being afraid of what's gonna happen to you if you're in them situations. And more people need to be afraid of what's gonna happen to them if they're in them situations, and they need to protect themselves and protect what's going on around them moving forward, because that shit fucking sucks, dog. Like,